Hey y'all, welcome back to Can't Stop Talking. You're here with Sheila and Lisa, and we want to wish you all a happy new year.
Yes, we do.
Yep, we missed a couple episodes last month. We had so much going on, and we have a lot to share with you today.
Yeah, we've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you went on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
I got a job.
Yeah, high five on that.
I'm doing security. I work out at different gated communities. I'm the one that lets you in and out. Um, it's been great.
Yeah,
Oh my
so why
God.
don't
And
you talk?
Christmas, we've done Christmas. So
Yes,
did you guys decorate?
I did not. Well, I decorated the fireplace with some
Yeah.
stockings. That was about it. Yeah.
So how was your cruise?
It was good. Had a little scare because I don't like lizards. So
Yes,
over
we
in
know this.
yeah, so in the Bahamas they have iguanas like, bigger than dogs. And I told Bob, I'm like, I gotta go to the restroom, so I'll be right back. Well, big mistake. I'm walking to the restroom, and normally I'm looking down when I'm walking, but no, this time I'm looking straight ahead. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see something and it runs right in front of me. Girl, I mean, from here to you, me and you.
Oh,
That's how
wow.
close. And I started jumping up and down and I'm screaming. Everybody's turned around looking at me, and that damn iguana stops right beside me.
Oh my God.
I'm like, never mind. I don't need to pee. I turn right around and I go back over to where Bob's at. And I mean, my whole body's shaking and he's looking at me. He's like, babe, what's wrong? I said, we got to get back on the boat. He's like, what happened? I'm like, an iguana just ran right out in front of me. I'm like, I could have stepped on that thing. So, yeah, we left. We got right back on the boat. And
I
so,
bet.
yeah, my next cruise is in February, and I am not going to get off on that island anymore. And it's so crazy because we've been to Coco Cay so many times.
Yeah.
And the last two times I've seen iguanas.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they're coming out, I think, a
Damn.
little bit more. And I'm not liking it.
I bet. I don't know if I could handle them because they are a lot bigger.
Yes, they're huge.
Yeah.
And I guess when I screamed, it scared it. So it just stopped like right beside me and it just stood there. And I just turned around. I'm like, nope, never mind. Nope. Everybody's staring at me like, she's crazy. But no,
Well,
other than that, we had a good time.
and when you're from here, and ours are only tiny,
And I still don't like
so,
them.
you know, they can kind of shock you at times. I mean, they don't bother me. If they run out, and I'm not expecting it, of course I'm going to get scared, but they don't bother me. But to see a bigger one like you did, I don't know how I'd react either.
Well, I don't like the little ones.
Yes.
And I live in the wrong state
Yeah.
for that. But yesterday I'm showing a property and one got in the house through the door, came right in when I went in. Oh, I left it in there. Thought about it. I'm like, go over there and just shoo it out. But I'm like thinking in my head, girl, you can't. You can't do it. So I'm
No.
like, it's just gonna have to stay in there. You're just gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna die in there.
Yes. I know there was one in my house, and I could had Nikki get it out because I was like, I no, because he'll come running at me, and then I'll freak out. As long as they're there, I'm okay. But as soon as I go towards them and they come towards me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm
No,
out.
that's why I keep my cat. Because soon as I scream, my cat comes running and he gets it.
Yep.
But yeah, your new job.
Yeah, I'm loving it. When we got let go, I said I wanted to get into a different field,
Mhm.
something that I'd never done before and everything else. And security guard seemed like the perfect thing. And it's great because I go to work. Well, with real estate, especially property management, it was really constant.
Yes,
Even after hours, it was constant,
always.
and you always took it home with you.
Yep.
You always, would wake up in the middle of the night and have to write something down because you
Mhm.
forgot to do it. You want to make sure you do it the next
Yeah.
day. You had all that. With this job, I don't have that. I go to work. I stand there. I let people in the gate or tell them they can't come in because they're not on it, or call the owners and see if they want them to come
Mhm.
in. And when I get off, I leave it there
Yep.
and I go home. And it's so much more peaceful, so much more relaxing. And they have me on a flex shift. So I have Saturday and Sunday, I work at the reserves, and I do it from 7 in the morning to 7 at night.
Okay.
that's 12 hours a shift. So I only need 2 8-hour shifts to complete a 40-hour week.
Mhm.
So I've worked, what, 4 days and I'm off 3?
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's nice because you get that break.
Yep.
Where when I was doing real estate, you never got that
Nope.
break. Even when, and I know you were a lot like me, even when you went on vacation,
Took it
you
with you.
you took it with you
Yep.
because there was inevitably something that you would have
Yep.
to deal with. And I don't have that with this, and it's great. I'm so much more relaxed.
Nice.
I feel more calm. I don't have to worry, did I forget this? Did I forget that? It's a job.
Yeah.
And I go and I do it and I go home.
Cool.
And it's great.
Yeah, and tell our listeners, like what course you took, how long it took you to.
I went online and they had two separate courses. They had unarmed guard and armed security guard. I did the unarmed first because I needed to get into I felt I needed to get into it before I decided
Mhm.
whether I was gonna go armed or not. Now that I'm into it, I'm gonna wait a little while and then I'll go armed.
Okay.
Um, because with armed, you can work at like Navy ports or even
Like Jack
the
Sports and stuff
Yep,
like that.
and you can work at the airport and you can work at Brinks or
Mhm.
anything. So I think that's the route I wanna go, um, but it's great. I did the course, went through, you go through the agricultural, Department of Agriculture to get your license and everything, so you submit your certificate from the school to them. They go ahead and do a background check and all that on you. Once that's done, you get your license, and then you look for a job, and I called Giddens, and they hired me on the spot.
Nice. And
They
how long was your course?
It was a week.
Okay. Yeah.
It
So
was a week,
some of our listeners are thinking about doing something like that.
so it wasn't bad, and it's so, so different from what I did with real estate, and I think I needed that
Yeah.
because after 21 years of doing that and then getting let go the way we did, really, you said it hit you hard.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how hard it hit me, and it really did hit me hard, and this kinda gave me back my peace of mind,
Nice.
and so I'm really happy. I like it
Yeah.
a lot.
That's good.
I
As
like
long
it a
as you're
lot.
happy, that's what matters.
And when I want time off, all I have to do is email them and say, "Hey, I need this day to this day," and they text me back and say, "Sure, go ahead."
Okay.
If I don't wanna take a shift, they said, I don't have to accept it because they hired me as a flex person.
Mhm.
I don't have to accept the shift, and it's not gonna hurt me in any way, shape, or
Cool.
form." So, only shift I probably won't do is the overnight one.
Okay.
I just don't wanna do an overnight, but I did a 2 to 10, that was fine, and I did a 3 to 11. That probably would have been fine. The only hardship was when the girl told me about the shift at first, she said 7 to 3. So, I get up and I go into work at 7,
Wow.
and it ended up she had me down for 3 to 11. She said, "I'm so sorry." She said, "But they're gonna pay me for the 3 to 11 shift, but they'll pay me 2 hours of work because I went in
Okay.
and wasn't scheduled for that."
Oh,
And
that's
she
great.
told me wrong. So, they're a good company. They try to help out and get you what you need. When I told them I wanted 40 hours of work, they said, "Okay."
Nice. Very nice.
It's been great.
Cool.
I love it.
Well, you know me, I'm still
Although
doing real estate, so I'm stressed out every day. And today's
Yes.
been a very crazy day because I have a closing and we just had a roof put on and it passed inspection. Everything was great. Insurance guy went out to do his 4-point inspection and said, "Oh, the shingles on this one side of the roof aren't laid down." Well, the roofer told me, "Well, they're
Ouch.
going to. We just need a couple warm days and those shingles are going
Yeah.
to lay down perfectly fine." Well, no one's going to take my word on that. Who the hell is Sheila? Sheila's not going to be able to tell the buyer's agent, "Oh, that
No.
it's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just wait a couple of days." So I have the roofer on that today, talking to the inspector and trying to get that worked out. But yeah, it's always something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But with you doing sales and rentals together, um, you know, that's you. That's who you are. You love real estate, and I did too. I just felt like I needed a
Yep.
different route for me. But for you, real estate's been I mean, you're good at it. You're really good at it.
Well, I appreciate that. I know I
So,
told the owner today because I called him and I'm like, I don't want to stress you out, but we got a little problem and I'm going to get it. I'm going to work it out. I said, if there's anything you can say about me, is I am consistent and I will do whatever I say I'm going
yes.
to do. I said, it might be a little crazy at times, but I'm going to get it done. He's like,
Yep.
yep. He's like, you definitely earned your commission on this one.
Yeah.
But I had a little scare the other day showing a property.
Oh,
Yeah, I was showing a rental out at Mayport, and I had 2 couples that were coming, and I did them, like, back to back, so I wouldn't have to drive an hour one day and
right.
another day. So, I'm walking around the parking lot, I'm getting some stuff out of my car. I go into the unit, and it's got, like, a little courtyard, so you go and look the gate, and then you close the gate, and then there's the front door. So, the first couple comes, they text me, and I walk out, and I bring them in. They look at the property, they leave. I went back out to the car to get something. And when I walked back out, there was this gentleman standing right at the gate. He was probably almost 7 feet tall. And there's no sign that says this is for sale, for rent, nothing. Nothing on this property that says anything. So he obviously saw me with my name badge on walking around the parking lot.
Right.
So he's standing there and he's like, oh, I'd like to get some information on this unit. How can I go about looking at it? Doesn't say rent, sale, nothing. I'm like, you're gonna have to, go on the website, take a look. He's like, well, I moved in this area 2 months ago and I don't like it. So I wanted to see about seeing something else. I just had this weird feeling. I
Yeah.
was not letting this guy in the house with me. You know, I had no idea who he was. He didn't look like he lived in that area.
Yeah.
So just a little, yeah, scared me. So then when the second couple came, they were like, yeah, we want the property. We want to put application in. So after they left, I called my husband and I'm like, stay on the phone with me till I get in the car because I don't know where this guy went.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a scare years ago when I was in sales. I got stuck upstairs with someone and never again. This is, anytime I show a 2 story, I stay downstairs, let them go up, take a look. You have any questions? Let me know. I'm never, ever going to get stuck upstairs or get in a
Do you
jam with
have,
someone.
like, pepper spray or anything with you?
I'm going to. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start carrying pepper spray. One of my owners said, get a whistle, put it on your keychain, Sheila. I do have my concealed weapons permit, but I don't want to shoot somebody.
Right.
So, but yeah, you can't trust anyone. So if you are doing real estate and you are showing properties, listen to your gut. And, if you don't have an appointment with someone and someone just
Do
walks
not
up
show it.
and you don't
Mm-mm.
feel comfortable, don't do it.
And make sure you have something, a whistle, pepper spray,
Yeah.
something that you can at least make a commotion. There could be
Yeah.
somebody standing by that hears this whistle and goes, let me go see what's
Yeah,
going on.
it's a scary world now, so, I
It
mean,
is.
it's
Well,
hard
remember
to
when we
trust
were doing real
anybody.
estate, when we did the rentals and we were working together, and I had that condo,
Mhm.
and the
Yeah,
owner wanted me to come and put it on the market, and it was just him. And
yep.
remember, he tried to
Yeah, he tried to
force
kiss
me
you.
and kiss me,
Yeah,
and it scared me to death. That's the first time I ever went out and bought a gun because I
yep,
thought I am not putting myself in a position where I can't
yep,
get out of it again. And the biggest thing they say is, if you're showing a property, if you can get somebody to go with you, get someone
yeah,
to go with you. You can always call me, and if I'm not at work, I'll definitely,
yeah,
come with you to show the property.
yep. I always try to, if I have a scheduled appointment, have the people I know, they're coming and who they
Yes.
are, but just for someone to just be standing right there when I
Yeah.
walk out, and think that he's gonna come right in, yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah. So if you're showing a property, if you're an agent and you're showing a property, if you can't have somebody go with you, at least carry something
Yep,
to make a commotion so that you can get away. Cause yeah.
yeah. 'Cause that scared me, and I don't usually get scared about
No,
things like that. Normally, I was like, "Yeah, come on in, take a look," but I just had this eerie feeling that, "No, do not let him in that house."
no, because remember when we went to that owner's house was mad um, and he was standing there balling his fists up, and you're just talking so calmly with him, and I'm standing there, and he balled his fist, and I was like, "Damn, please do not hit her because I will come across this place, and I do not feel like fighting today, but I will. I will come across."
Yeah.
But
I mean, I love what I do and I
yeah,
enjoy it. And there's days that I'm crazy and all over the place because I'm doing sales and rentals, but it's what I enjoy. Like
yep,
today, I got so much things going on that I got to fix before closing next week. And I'm like, it's okay though. It's gonna work out.
yeah,
I told the owner, just don't stress. That's what I'm here for. I'll take care of it.
yep, and that's the best part about it. So how was Christmas? Did you get anything good?
Yeah, Christmas was good. We had a good
Good.
time. And then, we did the cruise for our anniversary. So
Yeah,
that was the day after Christmas. So that was kind of
yeah,
our Christmas. But yeah, we had
yeah.
Christmas with the kids.
We had Christmas. I told Greg, I said, just give me because I got a new Jeep, so just give me stuff for my Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he did. He got me a bunch of stuff for my Jeep. So I was like, yes. Um, but I was telling you earlier, I saw that commercial for a men's cologne, and I never buy anything off the internet, off a commercial. I won't say off the internet, but off of a commercial. I just don't buy anything. Um, but this was men's cologne, and it was called Gravite, and they had it on last year. And these women, guy walks in, they're blindfolded, guy walks in, and they're all, like this. And at the end, they go, if he smells that good, he's got my attention. And I was like,
Gonna get that for Greg.
didn't get it last year, let it go, didn't think anything. Well, this year they had another commercial and they, had the bottle and they were smelling it. And the women just acted like it smelled so good. And I was like, I got to get some of that. I'm really curious on how good that smells. So I bought my husband the Gravite.
So how's it smell?
It smells really good. And I told him, I said, no, you cannot wear that out while you're driving. No,
That's
only
funny.
with me. But yeah, it was fun. We had a great time this year. Got him a little bracelet that says Lisa and Greg on it, and that, just said,
He's mine, don't touch.
yes, Lisa's property. But no, we had a good time for Christmas. This was the first year we haven't been together for New Year's.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what'd you do for New Year's?
Nothing.
I didn't either. I stayed home. My kids had a party and they shot off fireworks till I don't know how long. And I'm not a fireworks person because Paris hated fireworks. 4th of July and New Year's was the worst 2 days for her. So I was walking around the house going, when the hell are they going to be done over there? What the hell? And my husband's like, babe, it's New Year's. That's what they do. I'm like, I hate fireworks. I'm going to start a list of people that just want to ban fireworks.
Yeah, the dogs were going nuts at my house. They did not like them. I had both of them right up on me. I was like, Lord, it's just fireworks, guys. Yeah, but we've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun. Um, Greg's coming back on the 16th, so I took that
Okay.
weekend off. Um, so we'll be spending some time together on the 16th. Can't wait.
Nice.
I feel like it's been forever since I've seen him. And it's been 2 weeks has all it's been. But and I say it has all it's been.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks is a long time.
Yep. Anytime my husband's out of town, even for a day or two, yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like forever.
It does.
Yeah.
I can't, and when you're used to having him there all the time, you don't think about it. And you think, oh, he can go for a week or
Mhm.
two and it's fine. That's a long time.
Yeah. It's hard
just,
because you wake up, they're not there, you go the whole day, and then at night,
yeah,
you're used to them coming home from work, and you're home alone.
yeah. But I got Kobe there, so don't nobody try anything. Kobe will, let me tell Greg had somebody coming over the other day to buy the the extra garment he had. And I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, Nikki's staying at the house right now. So I thought it was her walking up the drive. I didn't remember the guy was
Yeah.
coming and didn't think about it. And Kobe about went through that screened in enclosure. And I had to grab him real quick and put him out back so the guy could come in and pay me the money that he and get the Garmin. But he almost went through
Yeah. Well,
that
you know, when I
straight
come
in.
over, I always wait for you to put him
Yep.
somewhere else so I can sit down and then he
Yeah.
can come and sniff me and then we're good.
But he gets excited with people he knows. But Sheila being so tiny, I'm afraid he's gonna bowl her over.
He weighs more than I do.
So I'm like, okay, we need to put him away and let her sit down. I do that with Marty too, because I don't want him knocking anybody down and stuff. But he just gets so excited when
Yeah.
people come. Unless you are a man and you wear a hat.
He doesn't like that.
No, the bug guy had
Oh.
his hat on, and I was gonna put him in the backyard so that he could come inside, and he's standing in the kitchen with his hat on, and Kobe's standing there just growling at
Yeah.
him, and I'm like, "Come on, Kobe, come on." And he said, "Do I need to do anything?" I said, "Take your hat off would be good."
Hmm.
"Oh, okay." As soon as he took
Yeah,
it off.
animals know, and they know if something's bad has happened and who,
Yeah,
and
yeah, so
very smart.
but yeah, that's about the gist of everything that I
Yeah,
had.
I know we've been busy. We haven't talked a lot to you guys, but believe us, we've been
We've
talking
been talking
because that's what we do. Can't stop.
constantly. Um, do we got anything coming up?
No, but I think this year let's try to do more of like what's going on around town, Clay
Town.
County,
Yep,
around Jax. Maybe have some guests on featuring some of the things that they do.
yep.
I'm looking at maybe joining a BNI group and hopefully, getting some business through that.
Yeah, we
So,
can always take a camera with us and go to different
yeah,
places, do a filming, and then bring it back, and we can go through them and see
yeah,
what we want to put
edit
out to
everything.
everybody.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, if you guys are thinking about getting in the security guard business, Lisa can, give you some more information on that. If you're considering real estate or if you know someone that needs some real estate advice or some help, I am always available. And you can always reach out to us at info@can'tstoptalking.org and we'll be glad to assist you.
definitely.
And as always,
Keep
keep
talking.
talking.